Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Berry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And here's Charlotte now. Here's Tatum. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Now Los Angeles with it. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Robinson can't hit. Here's Curry. Back to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
The Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
Brent, you could hit the three back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does. And there's no one that produces the way that he does either.
You have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
The kick out, Curry. Here's Robinson. Drives to the hoop. Jordan with the bucket.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Hook loose. And they're running. Here's Robinson. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
Pass to Porzingis. Left side, Robinson. Porzingis misses.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Jordan misses.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Nowitzki. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Now here's Robinson. Curry, that's good.
A good strategy here from the coaching staff. Put the ball in Curry's hands and see what happens. Usually ends up being pretty good.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming, so they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Yeah, we know Embiid can do it one-on-one, but the catch-and-shoot jumper showing his versatility.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. George scanning the floor. Left side Porzingis. Over Robinson. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Charlotte leading by 7. And a big finish by Robinson.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And Embiid with the power jam.
So many guards that have great handles on the offensive end have great hands on defense too. That time, Steph Curry.
James left side. Outside Curry. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Curry. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Charlotte. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Charlotte?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
You don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
It's James on the wing. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Curry. Back to James. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
That's tipped. In transition, here they come. And then he packs it down right over Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Leonard for 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Leonard's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Screen by O'Neal. 5 on the clock. In transition for the finish. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Pass to Simmons.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And here's Markkanen. For 3, O'Neal. LeBron with the rebound. Now Embiid. Back to Robinson. Now here's Curry. It's guarded by Markkanen. Now here is James. And here's Curry for 3. Oh, Curry! A sick triple!
I mean, just so easy for Curry to get that 3 off. Beautiful shot.
Antetokounmpo hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Embiid can't hit.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Antetokounmpo outside. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Simmons looking around. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
And I like that Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Pass to Embiid. Off target from outside.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Back to Markkanen. This one for three. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Here's Robinson. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. To the wing on the left. Here's O'Neal. Lays it up and banks it in. O'Neal's got his second basket of the game.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the free ball.
And so it's Charlotte closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Los Angeles trails by 7. And now Allie LaForce has an update for us on LeBron. What's the news, Allie?
The head athletic trainer for Charlotte let me know the status. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while.
All we can hope for is that the prognosis isn't as bad as it seems, guys.
Yeah, we were hoping for much better news, and obviously not very encouraging.
Yeah, we always think about when players go down, how terrible a blow it can be for the team. We wish him well and hope he's on the floor quickly.
Putting some extra juice on that tomahawk, fellas. No one is going to stop that.
Man, when he's coming in with that level of force, that's just too much right there. Pass to Robinson. The rebound by Manning. Charlotte leading by 7. To the left wing. Smith, left side. Nails it from beyond the arc. Smith's got 5 now.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Good on the bucket.
Paul George just quick and smooth that time coming down the lane.
And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Smith outside. To the left side wing. Just 5 to shoot. Inside. Adebayo, that's good. Adebayo's got his first bucket in this one.
Bam knowing what to do. He's owning the paint right now.
George, good. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No points yet. There's the triple. Porzingis grabs the board. And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up for the Clippers. 9-point game. To the middle. Porzingis putting the size to work.
You got to stay in front of Porzingis, especially when he rolls out of the pick and roll. Even though that's not a guarantee, you're going to stop it.
Smith no good. Now Los Angeles with it. Here's Nowitzki. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls.
Dirk Nowitzki. 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Charlotte, no good that time either. Los Angeles trails by 5. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him. And how about Adebayo just getting up and getting athletic?
And a big finish by Robinson.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Back to Smith. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. They set a pick. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Robinson. Los Angeles trails by 5.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Pass to Manning. Fires the three. The shot comes out. Here's Porzingis. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next.
37.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Here's Charlotte. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Left side Curry. Jordan up top. Let's go with a three. Gets the three ball to go. And Charlotte leads by 3.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And showing off his IQ right there. Simmons keeps things simple in pick and rolls and takes what he sees. And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
And there's James from the arc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
And he lobs it up top. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Leonard for 3. Back to O'Neal. Markkanen from long range. Ooh, Markkanen showing off the range there.
And right now, Markkanen just daring the defense to come all the way out there to him.
Here's Curry. Over Simmons. Curry, that's good.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
To the paint. Embiid from outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. It's good.
And that stride that you see from Giannis is just so effective out there getting around defenders.
Oh, what a way to get the big bucket. With the size advantage, there's no stopping that. Antetokounmpo
Outside. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. The shot misses. Charlotte leading by 3. Here's Jordan. Pass to Embiid. Back to Jordan. Embiid. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Now Los Angeles with it. Screen by O'Neal. And Antetokounmpo, here we go. Yes!
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Pass to Jordan. Seconds left to play in the fourth. Right side, Robinson. Shot clock at 5. And here's Curry for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. The Clippers call timeout. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
Both teams will make substitutions. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hi, guys. The head coach for the Clippers had some instruction for his guys during the break. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it!
Say it with me now. S-G-A. Get it done.
And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Team foul.
Leonard for 3. Oh my! What a shot! And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
This has to be a lob close enough to the basket to tip it in. No time for a catch and shoot.
So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And that about wraps it up. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. We'll see you later.